come along with me as I work on some projects in Affinity Designer today. Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. If this is your first time coming across one of my videos, my name is Reiko. I'm an illustrator, or you can also call me your Affinity Designer bestie. Today I have a couple of projects that I want to work on in the Affinity Designer app, and I thought I'd bring you along with me to show you how I work. So I'm currently filming this on the weekend, and Sunday to be more specific, and generally weekends are the time of the week where I get the most amount of work done. So I did already start my day editing a Patreon tutorial video that's gonna be up by the time this video goes up on YouTube. But I do have a few other projects to work on, mainly in the Affinity Designer app. So I thought I would bring you along and show you how I work in that app. So let's get started. So the first project that I want to work on in Affinity Designer is I want to catch up on my posts for the 36 days of type. By the time you see this video, it's going to be already done, and I'm going to have all 36 characters up on my Instagram account. But at the time of recording this, I still have a few more to go, so I just kind of want to do a bit of a batch illustration process to get the remaining numbers done. I have everything up until the number 6, so I just have 7, 8, and 9 to do. So that is what I'm going to work on, starting with the number 7, which is the next one that I need to do. I've got one done, and I just have 2 more to go, so going to go back. I'm going to save this first before I forget. And what is this? A 7 for a toucan. And oopsie, there we go. Saved, and now I can start another one. I keep doing this on a 12 by 16 inch size artboard or canvas size or document, whatever you want to call it, in vertical format. 7, and so I need the sketch for 8. Okay, 2 out of 3 illustrations done for this 36 days of type challenge. So let me just save this one and try and get that last one done. 8 or 4 bears. Okay, one more to go. And place this one is. There we go. Alright, the last illustration is done for the 36 days of type. Let me just make sure I save this. And we are doing 9 for elephant. And for the very last day of this challenge, we do have to put up a grid with all of the letters on them. So as I've been going along, I have this Canva document started and I've just been adding each of the letters. So this is what the final grid is looking like, which should already be up on my Instagram by the time this video is up on YouTube. So getting all of these letters done for the 36 days of type is actually a big deal for me, because when I went into this challenge, I wasn't sure if I was going to keep up with the daily part of the art challenge, just because in the past when I've tried to do them, I've never really been able to complete the challenge successfully, meaning do all of the days. So the fact that we're getting all of these done, now is just left to like post and write some small captions when the day comes. But basically, I have successfully finished my first daily art challenge. Yay! So the next little project that I want to work on is some manuscript designs for a new undated weekly planner collection that I want to put or publish on Amazon KDP. So you are getting a first look at these designs, but if you do want to join the waiting list and be the first to know when these are all published and ready to purchase, I did include a link in the description of this video. So let me show you what I have so far. Let me just get this camera flipped around. So this is what I have so far for my mood board for this new planner collection. It's an undated weekly planner, and the idea behind the design is to create them based on the 4 seasons of the year. So I'm going to have 4 different planners, one that's inspired by spring, another one that's for summer, another one for autumn, and then a 4th one for winter. Now, I don't know if I'm going to include any literal references to each of the seasons. I was playing with it, but I kind of just like the idea of having a really colorful, undated weekly planner based on these different seasons. So I did already get started with some designs, so let me show you that. I decided to start with the winter one because it seemed like the most challenging season for me to work with. And I think I'm leaning towards using a page design that looks like this. I really like the idea of having like super colorful planners to work with, just because it's, I don't know, I guess I just don't see it a lot anywhere else. And then I'm also going to be having some pages like I had with my previous weekly planner, which is all about like what went well, what didn't go well, what do I want to work on next month, and how do I plan on achieving that. So I'm still in the middle of working on this. And then I did just kind of play around with some cover designs, but I'll have to redo it properly once I get to that point. But I'm kind of leaning towards these two designs. I am also going to be putting or creating a coordinating notebooks, grid notebooks for these. So one of the covers is going to be for the planner and one of the covers is going to be for the notebook. I'm still kind of unsure as to which should be for which one, but I do think I'm going to narrow it down to these two. Right now, this one has the words warm plans for cool days for the planner, and then this one says all the frosty feels for the notebook. But I'm not too sure if I should reverse it and use this one, this message for this checkered look, and then the other one for the notebook. So that is what I have done so far, and now it's just to work on the pages for the other seasons. Now, I did actually publish a weekly planner on Amazon KDP before. It was called the Bright Plans Planner or Weekly Planner, and it was also undated. And I think I just really loved how colorful it was on the inside. And so that's what I wanted to continue to do for this new version. Obviously, this one had a different layout. It had all of the week or the days of the week on the one page, so it didn't leave a lot of room for writing, but I was okay with it because I was mostly using this as a logbook, not really a planner, but just logging some of the things that I was doing. I was thinking that I wasn't getting a lot done, and so I wanted to just kind of write down what I was doing as a way just to keep track and really fully realize that I was doing more than I thought in a week. But you could also use this like for, you know, meal planning or something else, something that doesn't need a lot of space to write in. So this worked well for me. But some things that didn't work for me for this type of undated planner format was it didn't work for me to have these full calendar or monthly calendar spreads in the undated weekly planner. So for this new one, I'm not going to have any month spreads at all. It's just going to be weeks plus the monthly review or reflection pages that are going to be put in there about either every 4 or 5 weeks. I haven't decided for sure yet on which one. So with that being said, let me get started on designing the rest of the pages for this collection. Okay, so far I've only managed to get the winter page designs done, but let me see if you can see what it looks like. Let me just get that in focus. So that's kind of what it's looking like with the 3 colors for the pages. So just like my notebooks and my creative project planner, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be, putting a few pages at a time for each color. So there's going to be the dark blue section, the light blue section, and then the purple section throughout the undated weekly planner notebook. And then I'm gonna just do the same for the other seasons, but that took me longer than anticipated, so I'm going to take a break and then come back and try and work on at least one more season worth of notebook pages or planner pages, whatever you want to call it. Okay, you know how I said that I was only going to work on maybe one more season of pages for my planner collection? Well, I kind of just ended up finishing the majority of the pages for all 4 of the seasons. I'm not completely done. I still have to design a couple of more pages that go in the planner, like for this one here. This was the first weekly planner that I published on Amazon KDP, and it has like this like cover page here, just like an introduction page, and then in the back I have like my author page and a thank you one. And so I still need to design some of those. Yeah, my notebook has the same thing where it's got like a this notebook belongs to kind of a page at the beginning, and then at the back there is just like one thank you page at the back. So I still need to design those pages for each of the planners, and I think out of all of the places for me to put something that's like very seasonal related with like icons and artwork, I feel like the intro page is probably going to be the page for me to add something like that. So I don't yet know what I'm going to create yet, but if you do want to see more about what these planners are looking like, I suggest signing up to my email list, because they are going to get more of a sneak peek as we get closer, or as I get closer to publishing these on Amazon KDP. Now, I have one more thing that I am going to work on for the day, and that's just prepping some slides for a short form video that I want to post later on in the week. Basically, I'm just going to be posting, or I'm planning on posting, kind of like a recap reel for the 36 days of type. So I just want to make sure all of the letters are formatted for that that vertical video format so that I can post it, and then I'll probably call it a day. But let me just quickly get those slides done, and I'll check back with you in a little bit. Okay, that prep is all done for that reel or short form video that I'm gonna do, and I am going to call it quits for the day because I did everything that I wanted to get done, and now I'm just gonna probably turn on Amazon Prime or Disney and watch some movies and just chill out for the night. Like I said earlier, subscribers to my email list are going to get more sneak peeks and early access as soon as my new planner collection launches. So if you are interested in being one of the first to know about that, just be sure to join. My link is in the description below. And if you did like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe so that you can get notified the next time I upload a video. Thank you so much for joining me for the day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.